Good evening, friends. We're back out of the valley, and actually, you just missed the screen that popped up proclaiming Chapter 3. So we're in Chapter 3 now. I am equipping these various items for very good reasons. This enemy we're about to face could be extremely tough, and for some reason I'm skipping a lot. I don't really understand why. It mostly seems to be a problem with fraps. I guess Piranha games just don't like fraps. They, more than any other game I play, Piranha games seem, especially like the first two Gothic games, seem to slow down immensely when you have fraps recording. You can see a fellow there, Seeker. He will say something to you if you approach him. It's not particularly important, but it is cool, and I'm gonna see if I can possibly, talk to him before trying to fight him, because he could very easily kick my ass.
You chose the path of magic to conquer us. A clever move. But even that will do you no good.
What? Let's kill the bastard! Alright, I got him frozen. Now, I forgot to... Oh, man. I need more than just that. You see how little damage I'm doing to him. A fire arrow I don't think will do anything. This guy is actually the reason why I wanted to... not just him, all Seekers are the reason I wanted to level up my weapon skills so much before getting to this point. Because you can see I'm doing such little damage, and I'm not getting critical hits of any kind. You can just keep spamming this, and it will be very hard for him to hit you. But it is possible, and if he does, his fireballs do an incredible amount of damage for some reason. But if you just keep spamming this, he may never have the chance to hit you. It's just very tedious, of course. And with a weapon skill above 60, you will be able to score critical hits against these guys. But it didn't matter. We made it. I'm not sure if it's necessarily necessary to freeze him, but it made it a little bit easier. The paladins are dead! They have some assorted crap on them. Oh. And he's got the teleporter stone back to this area, so that's cool. Whoa! What is Lester doing here?
Hey! You're finally back. You have to go see Xardas right away. There's a problem.
That I certainly believe.
All hell's broken loose since you left. Talk to Xardas. He's waiting for you. Xardas gave me this rune for you. It'll help you get to him faster. We'll meet again there.
Cool. I got a rune to Xardas. So as you can tell, the second chapter is much quicker than the first, and the third is going to be the longest, as I've said before, because we're going to be doing the entire story arc of the expansion in the third chapter, but we're not going to be able to get to that straight away. Let's talk to Xardas.
Hey. I'm back from the Valley of Mines.
High time, too. What did you see?
You were right. The land's been overrun by an entire army of the enemy. Orcs are besieging the castle, and dragons have laid whole areas to waste. It won't be long before they attack Corinus, if I'm not mistaken. Lester said you wanted to see me at once. What the hell has happened here in the meantime?
The enemy has learned who you really are, and that you're planning to get hold of the Eye of Innos. He has recognized the threat. It has forced him to leave his cover and openly attack. The game of hide and seek is over. Yesterday, nobody knew what the enemy's attack would look like. Now it has become only too obvious.
I was attacked by magicians in black robes.
The enemy has many faces. The Seekers are one of them. They're really the ones who prepare the ground for the enemy. They have taken up their positions in strategic places and are now only waiting for an opportunity to spring the trap. Stay out of their way. They are very powerful magical beings, and they will try to deter you at any cost.
I finally got the proof that Lord Hagen demanded of me.
What proof is that?
I received a letter from Garand, the commander of the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. In it, he asks for reinforcements.
That should be enough to convince that militant warhorse. Well done.
Thank you.
What will be the next step now?
Go and bring Lord Hagen the letter from Garand, so that he may grant you access to the Eye of Innos. Then go to the monastery and talk to Pyrokar. He must give you the eye. Nothing is more important than getting this artifact away to safety. Go now before it's too late. The enemy will also try to lay his hands on it.
The water mages have discovered a portal to an unknown part of the island.
Interesting. As soon as you find out something that is really helpful, be sure to let me know. The artifact of Beliar could be hidden somewhere there. Find it.
Yes, sir. Righto. So now we have to go back to the town and to Lord Hagen. Things will get dicey along the way. Because along the path there are actually two wargs who are in kind of like a choke point. And they're much too difficult to deal with now. So we're going to have to find a way past them. I could use one of my transformation scrolls. I guess I'll use the Larker one. Do I have any speed potions? No. I have some snapper weed, but I don't think that's going to last long enough. Because they will absolutely wreck your shit. They're much tougher than you should be dealing with at this point in the game. You see they're right there, chilling by the campfire. So, whoa, that was weird. So this is a safe way past them. They should not harass me. And we're good. Whoosh. What the? Get rid of that shit. Alright, let's move along. See, it did it again. For some reason I went and re-equipped the quarterstaff. I think that might be a bug that I've just never run into before. Hey, this guy's still here.
One of the farmers outside of town sent me.
What? The farmers know the hideout?
They have noticed the missing sheep.
Damn. Well, then I'll have to move. If they find the hideout empty, maybe they won't keep looking for them.
I have no idea where this guy goes, but at this point, he's just gonna wander down the path, run into one of the Seekers, and they're just gonna kill him. But yeah, the Seekers are everywhere, but for the most part they can be avoided, so you don't really have to deal with them. Let's go... Ooh. Hang on. Let's just see real quick. Yep, I knew it. The Seekers have cursed the like maybe half of the shrines. If you joined the Paladins, you would get a quest to deal with that, but the Fire Mages don't need to.
Any new developments in the last few days?
Just go down the path to the city. If you run into a fellow with a black robe, then you'll know what's new.
Have the Black Robes come to see you yet?
Yeah, they've been here for a few days. If you ask me, they come straight from hell.
How are your sheep?
As if that would interest you at all. You have other problems.
My problems? What would you know about that?
You noble lords from the monastery should do something about these hooded fellows.
Eh, whatever. This guy's just an asshole all of a sudden. No big deal, but let's talk to Lobart. Because he's got something interesting to tell us. Where the hell is he? Oh, he's by the tree there. Hello, buddy.
Hey! How's your farm?
I can't stand it anymore. All of a sudden, these fellows in black hoods showed up and posted themselves on the road, and on my farm. Spent a long time talking to Vino, and then they disappeared with him. Short time later, my wife took deathly ill again. She spends most of the time just lying in bed. And that happens to her frequently. I'm falling apart here.
Have you talked to the men in black?
Sure. There was no way to prevent it. I think they're looking for someone.
Why don't you do anything about those black robes?
Well, I'd surely love to, but I saw how they burned one of the townspeople alive. Just like that. Why should I risk my life?
Why don't you take your wife to the healer?
We ought to go to the city to see Vatras about it. But I won't budge an inch from my farm as long as things are so chaotic here.
What was their business with Vino?
They didn't say. They just took him with them.
Where did they drag Vino off to?
They went up that hill with him.
That's that. So Vino is up there with the Black Road men, the Seekers. And it's part of the one of the Fire Mage's exclusive quests to kind of deal with that. There's going to be quite a few people possessed by the Seekers. We can't handle that right now. You see, there's 3 of them. They'll smoke you before you even get up the hill. Let's talk to Hilda.
Aren't you feeling well?
No, not at all. I've got this awful fever again. I should really go and see the town healer, but I'm too weak for that.
Can I help?
It would be wonderful if you could go to Vatras and get me my medicine. He'll know what is to be done. I can't do it anymore.
I don't know if she actually dies if you don't ever do this, because I've just done it every single time. There's no reason not to. But yeah, I don't know. It's possible that she might just up and croak if you don't get her medicine. Be careful here. See, it's very easy to just walk right into that guy. We're not going to do that. Gonna kill this bug. Yep. And we'll hop into town and go talk to Lord Hagen. Right quick. Oops, I tripped.
Will it ever change?
Out of my way, bitches. Oh yeah, and we can talk to Fernando now.
No idea, you tell me.
Fernando.
I've been to the Valley of Mines.
And? How's the situation there?
The mines are all depleted. There's barely more than a few chests full of ore. It's hardly worth digging for that.
That can't be true. That means I'm ruined.
What about our deal?
Now, about your reward. Here, take this runestone.
Cool.
How's business?
Not so great. Back when the barrier was still in place, times were better. The prisoners would scrape boxes and boxes of ore from the mines, and my ships then brought it to the mainland. On their way back, they bought food and other wares. But now we're cut off from the mainland, and I have to rely on the farmers for supplies.
Well, let's confront him now.
You've been selling weapons to the bandits.
But what makes you think that?
This list of merchandise that I took from a bandit bears your signature. I found this ring of the Overseas Traders Guild, Araxis, with the bandits. You're an overseas trader. And the swords which the bandits were carrying bore your initials. You can admit it now. I've blown your cover.
I didn't mean to do that, believe me. First, all they wanted from me was food supplies. Business was really slow, so I got involved with them. Then they became more aggressive and threatened to kill me if I didn't sell them the swords they wanted. You can't blame me for this. I'm a victim of circumstances.
Yeah, right.
The militia is gonna deal with you.
You can't do this.
I should say I can. You'll be amazed.
By Innos, I'm ruined.
Yep. But wait, we're not finished with you. I think. Whoa.
Put that weapon away. Smart kid.
We see you, worm. You cannot escape us.
Put that weapon away.
Are you crazy? This man's trying to kill me. He's not that tough, though. I don't think he does a charging attack, though. Nah. He's an asshole. Hardly does any damage, though. He's just whacking away. We're just trading blows. And I am hardly taking a scratch.
Put that weapon
God damn it, I'm trying
Smart
to.
Kid.
Oh, I stole his bag. We found something interesting. Oh, put that shit away, man. Fuck you. Just go ahead and open his purse. Oh, I still got Olav's bag.
Oh man, my head.
Oh, your head. What?
You're possessed.
Go away, go already.
Go away, go already. So, that's everything we need to do with Fernando, except we gotta go back and talk to Martin of the militia to put him behind bars.
I bring you news from Garand. Here, he gave me this message for you.
Our situation is worse than I had feared, but report to me on the situation in the Valley of Mines.
The Paladins are holed up in the castle in the Valley of Mines, surrounded by orcs. There were many casualties in the prospecting operations, and there's barely any ore left. Well, I should say that without any help, the lads are lost. That's how it looks.
I shall find a way to rescue this expedition. You have done much for us. Innos will thank you.
I'm not all that interested in his gratitude. I want his eye.
Yes, of course, I stand by my word. Take this letter. It will open the monastery gates to you.
Bitch, they're already
Speak
open to
with
me.
Kyrokar, the highest fire magician, and show him this authorization. He will grant you access to the Eye of Innos. One more thing before you go. Take this rune as a token of my gratitude. It will take you safely back to the city whenever you want.
Thank you. That'll make life much, much easier. Right, so now we have the authorization to acquire the Eye of Innos. The bearer of this note is to be granted entry into the sacred halls of the monastery, which I already have because I'm a fucking mage. His wishes regarding the possession of the Eye of Innos are to be fulfilled immediately. These orders are to be regarded as valid through the strength of my position as Lord of the Island and representative of the King, as well as through the treaty of the division of the Church of Innos in year 2 of the Fire. I will make no further statements to this end and expect my instructions to be abided by. Innos bless the King. And that is that. We're gonna head over here, talk to Lutero, finish that part of the quest, get another blank rune stone. And if we ain't got enough of that shit.
Hey, you! I've got some special snapper claws for you.
My customer will be happy to hear that. I don't have the runestone here, but I know where it can be found. On your way from town to the inn, you'll pass under a bridge. There, in a cave, a friend of mine has deposited a runestone in a chest. Here's the key.
And that's all.
Show me your way.
You cannot open that chest by any other means. You'll never be able to pick the lock. You'll never be able to get the key any other way, as far as I know. I don't think it's possible to kill him and take it, or to pickpocket him.
I've heard you were with the Paladins in the Valley of Mines. I'm impressed. You should take your time and browse my goods. Right now, I have a very special potion to offer.
What is it?
Show me your... It's my...
It's just a dexterity potion. I don't really care about that. Have I got anything to sell to you? I'll hold on to that. Won't hold on to that. Whoops, I'm using the wrong sword. I'm using the bandit sword. I want this. Alright.
It was just like you said.
Now let's go turn in Fernando, and then we will make our way to the monastery.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Just listen to him talk.
Halt! No one may enter.
What?
The Honorable Lord. Are you? Where'd you pick that up then?
Good thing
Oh.
you're here. You need to help me.
I knew that would be a problem.
What is this about?
A lot of things have changed since I left here. I have to get back on my feet somehow.
What's the problem?
I have to get into the upper quarter. But I'm not a citizen of the town, and I don't have enough money to bribe the guards. That's where you come in.
Everybody knows by now.
So you want me to lend you some gold?
Nonsense. I've got some gold. A whole lot of gold, even. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me.
That would be a problem.
You need to go fetch my gold for me.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
Okay, I'll help you.
Well, listen. Back when the barrier was still in place, I hid a small treasure. It's been quite a while. That's why I forgot to take it with me. And I can't leave here at all at the moment. To cut a long story short, you must go to the Valley of Mines for me and fetch my gold.
That's not what I heard.
Where's the gold hidden?
Directly at the trading square, above the abandoned mine. It's in a leather satchel.
I haven't seen it with my own eyes.
Spare yourself that comment. I know myself that we must have walked right past it. Just bring me the bag.
Tell this to anyone.
But don't forget to check that it's the right one, so you don't walk all that way for nothing.
How can I recognize it?
It's full of gold. A whole lot of gold.
So why won't they listen to me?
Ooh.
He had better shut.
Alright. I don't feel like wasting time with this. You got all the gold just by collecting it with the expectation that you'd someday be free of the barrier. Since most people were concentrating on ore at the time. Anyway.
I'll try to find your gold.
I'll try to find
do
it.
That's enough for me.
Where did you pick that up then?
He can train your dexterity, I think.
That's terrible.
Oh, let's just go talk to Cavalion first. And then we'll head down
It's gonna get even worse.
to talk to Martin.
There, where Adonos stood, was a place
Welcome
in which
to the ring,
Innos
my friend.
and Beliar
Thanks.
had
Vatras
no
will give you your...
power.
Vatras will...
What?
Vatras will...
That
That's
in
not supposed to
this
happen.
place, order and chaos were
Son of a bitch.
and
That's a
so
bug.
the sea.
Excuse the voice crack. That's a bug because that's what he would say if you talked to him in the tavern immediately after initiation, but when he goes back to town, he's not supposed to keep saying that. Oh man, this is bad. I'm gonna try and see if there's a way to fix that, but maybe if I use Oblivion on him or something. But anyway, we'll worry about that later. Let's talk to Martin. Where is he?
Don't say you didn't.
Oh my flying shit.
It was just like you said.
What the fuck?
I've got no time for things like that. I've got no
This is a crock of shit.
I'm no better off myself.
Don't tell me Lara's is bugged too.
Hey!
You need to wait a little longer.
Oh my god. Excuse me for a minute. I'm gonna see if I can figure out any way to fix this.